All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Complexity Casting. coLcast presents Scrimcast with Beef and Riser. Going into game two right now between Stay Green and tdM. And tdM, they just played fantastic in that first one, and Stay Green going for a little bit of a different strategy, employing a Valkyrie. Didn't seem to quite pan out, and in the end, they just weren't able to accomplish what they were looking for, and as a result, gave up the game relatively early at 25 minutes. Riser, what do they need to do different in this game?
Well, I think they had a bit of an odd draft. They were trying something new. They weren't really necessarily in their comfort zone. They didn't really have that hard carry. Valkyrie, can, but she needs so many items. She doesn't farm as fast as a hero like Draconis or Silhouette. So maybe they need to go for more traditional style. Because SG is definitely a team that mixes it up. Like they picked Master of Arms Electrician yesterday and won. It's not something you see too often. So. There's that. Maybe they need to try not to, stick his 5 so much and give up so much experience and farm just to take down those towers, because it obviously came back to haunt them last game. Haunt, just like the Rigid Hag. But, yeah, maybe those two things. Maybe they need a hero that can set up to allow, so like a hero like Bubbles, say tdM is pushing the tier 1 tower, and then Bubbles on SG TPs to the back tower, comes in, sets up that kelp field, then the mass TPs come out. That's something you can take advantage of if you've got that, you're against that split push strategy. So maybe if they have a hero akin to that, it could help. They had Keeper, but it's not quite the same. Level 1 ultimate's not that long, but maybe they can employ their strategy and then find a hero like Bubbles or Magnus with a Blink Dagger to stun and use that to their advantage.
All right. Well, we'll see if any of those do get picked up here. Sorry if I made a little bit of noise right there. My cat was pounding on my door, and I had to yell at her to go.
Pounding?
She like needs the door when she wants to be let inside.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's doing. She's a stupid cat. But, well, we'll see if Bubbles or Magnus do get picked up here. Blind Band's already gone out. Ophelia and Parasite, Wild Soul and Tundra. Keeper of the Forest makes it through once more, and this time tdM chooses to get him in the first lock. Going to be accompanied by Fade, Pebbles, Miraxis, Rally, and Tempest. What do you think about this lock pool?
Well, it's an interesting lock pool. I've noticed that Swindle Melons it is a little diverse compared to the other teams in terms of lock pool, because you'll see tdM and Complexity in a lot of teams. They'll just lock junglers and suicides, but when I watch Swindlemone's draft, he's not a fan of that. He just likes to lock those initiator ganker heroes. Fade Pebbles, are one. So there are those jungle/suicide heroes being Keeper and Tempest. But you also see the initiator heroes like Fade and Pebbles that Swindlemone's is apparently a fan of locking.
Yeah, he certainly is a fan. Let's take a look at those bans, though, for a second. Got Nymphora, Draconis, Plague Rider, Wretched Hag, Bubbles, and Zephyr. So Swindlemelon says, I saw Zai playing that Wretched Hag last game. He did pretty well. Suicide, 450 GPM. Not going to let you have that again. And Minuts, even though we did have Limp playing Bubbles last time, chooses to ban that one out. One of the big carries right there already banned as well in Draconis, but some of the other ones get through. Already we see Silhouette being picked up by Trademark. Also do have Forsaken Archer, Dark Lady, Moon Queen still available on the board.
Yeah, lots of carries. Man, I feel like Silhouette, I know Noob G can play all the carries fantastically, but I feel like his Silhouette is just on another level. No one can really compare to him right now. Maybe Haxorin. And it's just like, it's not even so much how much he farms, it's just how well he plays it in like a team fight or setting up a skirmish or in the lane. He just, God, that's just like his go-to hero in any situation, and it's just a hero you don't want to let Noob G have. So yeah, picking up Silhouette again here. Draconis being banned instead of it, Hag and Zephyr, obviously, like you said. But, yeah, interesting that Stay Green has already picked up the Soul Reaper, which is kind of funny because it's kind of a source of conflict, that hero. And DreamHack, they kind of complain that Complexity threw their game on purpose so they wouldn't get into the finals, or what is it, the playoffs, because they pick Soul Reaper. So yeah, picking Soul Reaper here, maybe a little ironic, kind of funny.
Well, they have been playing Soul Reaper a little bit more. I mean, Soul Reaper kind of came back onto the scene as a counter to Keeper of the Forest. And knowing that tdM would be able to pick up Keeper of the Forest with the first pick right here, I think that might be Swindamelon's thoughts with picking that hero. You send him in the short lane against the Suicide Keeper. So we'll see if those lanes do hold. I mean, we already have Warbeast coming out now from SG as well. So is he freak going to get one of his favorite heroes? What do you think that SG is going to finish off with? You got 15 seconds. Quick.
They're all initiator heroes. I don't really know. Swindamelon likes to play
Fade.
Pebbles, but
Fade.
yeah, Fade is probably the strongest hero, to be honest. Yep, there it is.
Boom! Dang, Razor.
Easy call.
Razor, we are so good at this game. So Swindamelon's going to be picking up Fade, and tdM, they choose to finish out with Pebbles. So with the Magnus and the Pebbles, one of those two heroes is going to be going solo. Which one of those do you think it's going to be?
Well, I think it depends on... Okay, so they're going to do a Jungle Keeper? They're doing Magnus Suicide, because Zai's playing it.
What?
Yeah. So... it's something I've done before, and
Really?
I was miserable. I didn't really want to do it ever again, so... maybe Zai will show me how it's done.
Well, maybe he will. I mean, what do you really think about it, though? Like, does it have potential to do well? In this case,
I don't know. I mean, they could be sending him bottom, and then...
No, it'll be Zai Suicide, because Minuts is playing Keeper of the Forest.
Yep.
So
he's going to go top, but
so
it's hard to get much. You know, he doesn't have, like, a deny. He's got a crappy escape ability with that level 1 Lava Surge, which, you know, can definitely save you. But, yeah, I don't think it's good.
do you think that this Magma Suicide is a direct response to the Soul Reaper pick? Because that's what I think. I think that Soul Reaper was picked because they saw first lot coming out for tdM, and Soul Reaper does well short lane against Suicide Keeper, and so immediately tdM said, okay, we're going to have to screw around with our Suicide then. We'll send Minuts into the jungle on Keeper, and we got to find a new Suicide, and maybe Magnus was the best option they had left at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that could exactly be their line of thought. You know, they knew that there would only be probably one hero top, so Magnus, you know, wouldn't be necessarily forced out of lane by, like, a dual lane. So at least he can go up there and get experience, you know. So, yeah, I think there was definitely a correlation there. And he is pulled a little bit of regen here, which he's going to need against the Soul Reaper, because Soul Reaper just absolutely annihilates almost every melee hero. But it is Zai, you know, being probably one of, if not the best player in the game right now. Perhaps he'll...
he's a pretty good player.
It's decent.
Decent player. I was doing a write-up last night, and started going over Zai's accolades. He won 3 Honcast yearly awards: Breakout Player of the Year, Suicide of the Year, and MVP. And his team won Team of the Year. So
all very deserving.
Pretty good. He's a pretty good player.
Insane. So he's going to go up here and ward. A lot of harassment middle lane already.
Oh, yeah, Pebbles is going to be in some trouble. There's the Burning Shadow. Stalagmites, though, so auto attacks aren't going to be coming out right away. And a pause goes, oh, no! The power throw missing right there. And I don't know if it would have gotten the kill because the potion was already going off, but it would have interrupted the potion, that's for sure. And nice sidestep.
Yeah, 2 spells being missed there. Engineer Keg completely whiffing. And then an excellent sidestep by Limp. Yeah, I think Skyzo could have waited a little if he had known that was coming. You know, been a little more patient because they're saying perhaps someone is DC'd. I don't know, because he did use his keg anyway. So
yeah, he did use the keg.
I'm not sure if maybe he was lagging. That's why they paused and decided to. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Insania is going to be reconnecting, though. I think this is a fake remake. But,
yeah, there's a lot of chat going on between these two teams. I don't know if they're all just trolling.
I think they're trolling. My troll tar is going off. So, we'll see, though. We'll see. Guys, for those of you joining us from Honcast and Breaky's stream, big shout out to Breaky for sending you over here. And, well, welcome to Complexity Casting Scrimcast. going on right now. We got Stay Green versus tdM. Depending on how long this game goes, we got an hour before we are scheduled to be going into Sound Blaster Heroes League qualifier number 2. So one, maybe 2 more games in this cast, and then we're going to be moving on to that. And later today, going to be doing QSQ. We have Seeking Perfection taking on QSQ 3 for a 777 in Hontour Gold. So that'll be fun as well. So thanks for joining us, guys. Got a full lineup of casting going on today. But the game has resumed. And so Fade Aluna versus Pebbles Engineer. I mean, both of these teams have a passive jungler on their side. Would you give any advantage to either one of these lanes?
God, I think it's so scary to go up against the Pebbles and initiate on the other team, because if you're out of position, he'll just punish you so hard compared to so many other heroes. So, you know, I think this lane can go either way. It's going to come up to a lot of just, you know, outplay and the runes for sure. But, you know, Aluna does have that a significant advantage in terms of harass, and Pebbles without shield and with that low armor could be, you know, fall victim to that, because Engineer, you know, he's not really, she's got short range, pretty low base damage, you know, just, you know, amazing. Her spells are just absolutely incredible in laning phase, but I think a lot of it is going to come down to how much is Pebbles harass he's going to tank from Aluna, and then, you know, if you see Swindlemelons get out of position, he can easily be killed as well from, you know, combo, from the keg and the turret, and obviously the Pebbles combo. So, you know, it's going to come down to a lot of play, I think.
Completely agree that it could come down to a lot of play, so we'll see. As in the top lane, let's take a look at Zai real quick. Currently 10-3, as opposed to a 6-2 Soul Reaper. What the hell's going on? Why is Zai winning this lane?
I don't know. I think him getting pool region and just having that hatchet is really doing a number on him. He's already got 14 creep kills. I don't really know. I think it's just, okay, it's just a little number about to play. So, some initiation in the middle lane. Pebbles throws out the stun, but nothing really happened. But, yeah, I don't know. I've been watching this a little, and just Zai with just superior last hitting skills, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that hatchet certainly helps, and now that he's starting to level up that Volcanic Touch, level 2 here at level 4, this is starting to look kind of bad for Slicks. 12-2 now, but he's very reliant on his mana regen for the harass, whereas Magnus, he just relies on getting the last hits. 18-5, going to start to outlevel his opponent, perhaps, and going to be able to pick up those earlier items as well. The Withering Presence just not doing enough damage so far from Slicks, and he's not going to have enough mana regen with only 1 point in that Human Nature right now.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of harass coming from Slicks. He's not really necessarily, you know, running past the creep wave, auto-attacking him. I mean, let's look at his hero damage. It's at 9%. I mean, Magnus is 15. He's a melee hero. He's obviously got that Volcanic Touch. But, Orbeez may be a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, he might be a little bit of trouble as well. There's the Lava Surge. Auto-attacks can come in, not going to have enough damage to finish him off. And the Hellhounds, actually, with their high armor, going to have enough life to survive for now. One more auto-attack would finish him off, but going to be able to get in for the extra harass, and then they just walk away, as Engineer also gets away from danger.
Yeah, I don't think there was enough harass coming out from Slicks. You know, he is playing that carry role, you know, the short lane farmer, and he wants those creep kills, but you know, without the harass on the melee hero, he's gonna outlast hit you with that hatchet. I mean, it's just math, nothing else to it. So, yeah, maybe he's not playing aggressive as he needs to be, and getting punished for it. Zai's also already, by the way, picked up a life tube, so the time for harass is kind of over. I mean, he can't really harass too really much anymore.
Oh, Burning Shadows misses right there in the middle lane. They might have been able to set up a kill on Engineer if that had not missed. But, yeah, what's Magnus going to do with that life tube? Is he going to be going Helm of the Black Legion, or possibly a Nullstone with that?
He definitely could. I mean, I've seen both are definitely, you know, but not something you see very often, but they're very viable on Magnus. You know, running that carry style kind of role. Not carry, but so much just like, you know, just the farmer. And yeah, I don't know. Zai is kind of interesting. He does go for a little off the wall item build. See him stun in there just for the harass, but he's gonna take some return damage, so not that
Yeah,
effective.
well,
Oh,
middle
double
lane
stun.
though, nice. There, you're gonna be able to bring down Fade. The stalagmites connecting the Chuck. First of many there for Limp. That was a great TP back in from Limp as Silhouette is diving deep down here in the bottom lane. She's cutting right now.
Yeah, I don't know. New G is very deep. Took a lot of tower harass there, but excellent stun from Limp, hitting on both those heroes. Lands a Chuck on Fade, and yeah, just the sheer amount of damage Pebbles can do is why he's so powerful in that laning phase. But take a look at the bottom lane. We got a 32-11 Silhouette up against a 15-6 Tempest. To be expected, to be honest. Tempest is is probably the weakest, suicide heroes. It's hard for him to do much, especially with Silhouette level up that Death Lotus. He can take out those minions very easily. He just, you don't send your Tempest long and expect him to do that well. But yeah, 16-7 is pretty respectable, and he hasn't died yet. So, he is out of mana now. He's got 1,200 gold, so I'm curious to see if he's gonna pick up some mana regen items. Yep, he just bought a what is that called? Amulet of the Exile, some more regen. So. He's doing pretty well. Slicks has recovered really well in this top lane. Actually, he's at 35-7.
Magnus is actually in some trouble here. He is not going to be going down. A nice lava surge to get away. In the middle lane, Keg connects, Fade's in some trouble. There's the Burning Shadows, but the Chuck finishes her off. So, almost took a fall in the top, got away there. And then Pebbles able to get the kill in the middle lane as well as Fade goes down. So, tdM looking good once again. There's the Chuck once more. Onto a Luna. Keg not going to connect. Auto attacks onto a Luna, though. There's the Emerald Lightning. Tower on the wrong target, perhaps. Needs one more auto attack. Not going to have it. Oh, a bad juke right there from a Luna. And Skyzo goes down. Engineer takes the fall to the tower. And in the bottom lane, Swindle buys back, or not buys back, teleports back in and is able to pick up the kill onto Noob G on Silhouette. So SG getting a couple of return kills.
Yeah, nice job by Swindle. Bottom lane, huge kill, in Silhouette. It's not an easy hero to bring down, and you definitely want to shut her down if you can. And yeah, great job by him. Skyzo got that return kill on Sania, which was definitely good. Pebbles is taking a little bit of damage here.
Oh, he might be in some
boost,
trouble.
They're going to dive.
There's the Burning Shadows. Stalagmite's going to hit Fade. Emerald Lightning coming in. Luna's actually going to be in perhaps a little bit of trouble. Power Throw goes out, not going to connect. And Zai with the haste actually gets the last hit. There's the Lava Surge. Fade in some trouble. One more auto attack. Nice Burning Shadows. The Keg goes in, not going to connect. Keeper of the Forest there. And the auto attack from Zai. A double tap right there. And tdM with the big plays.
Yeah, Zai, I guess he just decided to camp that room top, and wow, how did it pay off? Getting a double tap, they're going to push this middle lane, is exactly what you want to do with Keeper after you get all those kills, and yeah, easy tower kill. But yeah, Slicks, wow, up to 51 CS now. Top lane, they're going to pour it in, Devil's just going to chuck him up, nice kick backwards.
Beautiful Keg.
It's a turret.
tdM taken off, 4,500 gold up, 2,000 experience, up 4 hero kills, 6-2 right now.
Holy shit, 4,500 gold? That's insane. I didn't realize it was that much.
Yeah, they're getting big. They're getting big fast. And Zai on that Suicide Magnus, since then doing some roaming. 330 gold per minute. I mean, hit your GPM tab here and look at 4 players above 300, 2 above 350 at 9 minutes in for tdM.
Yeah, it's insane. Pebbles doing so much work right now. 4-0-2 for Lamp. Bottom lane,
Tempest.
Take a fall. Yeah, easy kill.
I didn't catch the beginning of that as, Burning Shadows comes in from Fade. There's the root, and Fade's in some trouble. No Burning Shadows this time. Auto attacks finish her off, and Minuts picks up a double tap. Now they're up 6 hero kills. Wow.
Yeah, it's looking grim for Stay Green here. Just excellent roaming, Zai up down that bottom lane setting up 3 kills almost, and then Luna here's here to counter push, but she's only level 5, and she may be able to hold this off, but she's going to be out of mana after this next power throw. And didn't hit any of the minions actually, just hit Magnus. So they may be all in on this tower right now. Magnus is going to stun in just to kill the creep wave. Yeah, this tower is going to go down for sure.
Most certainly is. It might be denied. Burning Shadows attempt from Fade. Going to be canceled for now. Glyph goes up, and Magnus having to run away. Tempest is there as Boots, and here comes the deny. Tree in position, perhaps. There's the Lava Surge. Luna taking a lot of pressure. Glacial Blast onto Magmus, though. Where's the Elemental Void? Not going to be used just yet. Magmus able to escape, channeling the Eruption. Fade's in some trouble. No, Fade will be able to escape. Reflection is there. Lava Surge out from Magmus once again. Where there'll be a second Glacial Blast attempt, as Fade's still sitting here with the Reflection activated. Might be able to open up onto Magmus. Not going to be just yet. And Reflection will expire in 3 seconds. Death Lotus almost connecting. Top tower goes down in favor of SG, but Fade not quite able to go in there for that kill.
Yeah, he definitely would have died, and he could have hit him and tried to bottle up, but if he'd gotten hit during that bottle before he could stun, he wouldn't have killed Magnus and he would have died. So play it safely. But the top lane, Bubbles went down. They did a dive almost to the tier 2 tower, Warbeast and Soul Reaper. So Warbeast and Soul Reaper are farming very well, both around 360 gold per minute. Then Soul Reaper got that top tower last hit, so his GPM, yeah, I'm really impressed by how much he recovered after that, poor start. His CS was exceptionally good after that. So the only thing about SG is their Fade is so far behind right now. He's gonna take a stun here in the middle lane, but yeah, just some harass from Limp.
Well, Magnus is, Silhouette is there. True Grapple goes in, and Fade's gonna go down. Elemental Void, there's a power throw to finish up as well. Z-Freak's gonna be coming in. Where's the auto attacks? Limp is the first to go down. A chuck on one of the Wolves, and now perhaps Silhouette in some trouble. One more set of auto attacks. There's the turret, though. Now Engineer could be going down as well. Keg's gonna be able to stun Z-Freak, and there's the Metamorphosis wearing off. Energy Field used as well, so SG trying to get some return kills. Succeed with 2. But had to use a lot of cooldowns for it, and they're still pretty far behind, but showing some signs of life.
Yeah, they are, but that was definitely a great exchange for them. Zai's cutting through the top lane right now, just trying to get...
Nice power throw right there. I mean, Minuts was walking through the bottom river low, took 3 Glacial Blasts, and the long-range power throw just at the tip of it actually connects, and Minuts goes down.
Yeah, so definitely signs of life from SG. They're behind in gold, but I feel like there's heroes on their team that have a lot of farm that, they definitely want. So, Pebbles is approaching that Blink Dagger. He almost has it, but in the meantime, they're going to take advantage of doing Kongor. Wow, they kill it so quickly. The War Beast with the Abyssal Skull and then one rank of Battle Cry. Look how fast they killed this Kongor. I don't think tdM had any clue that was happening. They're probably just like, what?
Yeah. And with that Concord, they're able to throw the Token of Life onto Slicks, who's 370 gold per minute, as you just mentioned, starting to get big again. And that's one hero that he can get very, very tanky and still remain aggressive, as Fade might be in some trouble up here in the top lane. Zai's going to come in right now, channels the Eruption, and yeah, Fade's in some serious trouble. Well, maybe not. Oh my god. Fade escapes right there. Zai completely whiffs the Lava Surge, and yeah, Swindle deserves to drop those GGs, as tdM just screwed that one up real hard.
Yeah, definitely.
As in the middle lane, Emerald Lightning going out onto Pebbles. Keg's going to be able to stun Tempest, and Pebbles is still in some trouble. He's going to be going down here. There he goes. Lava Surge not connecting once again from Zai. Now Engineer's going to be falling here in just another moment. Insania gets hit right there. He goes down, and Warbeast once more. He's going for Magmus, but no, not going to be going in just yet. And they're going to be able to take the tower. So SG all of a sudden up in experience. They're still down in gold, but going to be able to even up the tower situation a bit with the kill in mid. Will they be able to put a stop to this top push as well?
Keep it force. Yeah, he's definitely up here. He is going to get away, but yeah, some nice farm for Slicks. He'll gladly take this. Should regenerate a lot of his mana as well, so he can continue his farming and get all the last hits on these. Yeah, he just got the call. But yeah, wow, Z-Freak doing so much work on this War Beast. I thought this game was, going to get more and more out of control for SG, but Z-Freak definitely is keeping them in it with his, setting up all these kills with more beasts. He's got a fantastic farm, 430 gold per minute. Going to go ahead and stack these Ancients, probably just get even more. And Slick's obviously doing very well. So, yeah, I thought this game was going to be a bit of a snowball for tdM, especially how well Pebbles was doing, but, Stay Green playing very well.
Yeah, Stay Green showing that positive mentality and trying to stick in this one, as Well, the Ward of Sight will expire up in the top lane, and perhaps now these two players in a little bit of trouble, but Limp is really stuck right here. Gonna be opened on. There's the Burning Shadows, and, well, Tempest hits that Meteor. Glacial Blast comes in as well, needs the Stalagmites. Not gonna be in time, and Pebbles goes down. That's 4 deaths for Limp now very recently, and Fade's gonna be able to hit the second Burning Shadows. No! Misses right there, and Silhouette will be able to escape a game of throws right here. Wow.
This game's crazy. There's so many kills.
Yeah, 20 kills in 15 minutes. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Well, I feel like there wasn't that much in the beginning, but it's just been nonstop ever since. I don't know when it started, but it's been going on and on. It hasn't stopped. So definitely very entertaining to watch. And Silhouette's been poured out in bottom. Oh, he's not porting out. He's porting top to secure this farm up here. Fade is roaming around in the Leech jungle. He will see Engineer. They'll spot each other, but Fade doesn't have his ultimate. And he's going to be TPing somewhere. He just TP'd back to base. Yeah, figured he couldn't do much in the bottom lane, so might as well just go heal. Interesting to note, Zai has already picked up his portal key on top of his... wow, his GPM is amazing. I didn't realize that. He's at 430 with 93 creep kills. It's very impressive.
It's so impressive to me that tdM is able to maintain this GPMs, even as they're giving up kills right now. They're maintaining 400 gold per minute, more than 400 gold per minute on 2, and now 3, and Pebble's still at 300 as they might try to go up here and get a combo onto Slicks, but Slicks will back off. He's finished up a barrier idol, so if SG's looking for the push that they so love, that's going to be very, very nice to have. And speaking of push, I mean, Warbeast, he's looking good as well. Going to be able to finish up his Shrunken Head in 500, another 2,000 after that for a Soul's Bulwark, and he's going to just crush those towers.
Yeah, you know, the barrier idol pickup tells me, at least, you know, I believe they want to start taking fights soon. You know, more than just these skirmishes. They want to go for the full-out push. Warbeast, probably when he finishes his Shrunken Head, that'll probably be their cue. And then Fade's getting a combo in the middle lane. Easy kill for Limp.
Yeah, the reflection just expired right there, and... well, sorry for you, Swindle. Up in the top, Ariel goes off as Soul Reaper's in some trouble. Token of Life will be able to bring him back up. Eruption being channeled. They have to use the ultimate, and well, it looks like Warbeast is going to come in. Down goes the Soul Reaper, but now the Luna in some trouble as well. She gets comboed down by Pebbles, and Seafreak going to have to get on out of there with the Metamorphosis, trying to turn it around. Ultimate comes in from Tempest, and Warbeast going to try to bring him down. No, Lava Surge going to be able to save him. Warbeast going to be going down, and well, there goes Tempest as well. SG, they buy back on the Soul Reaper. He's going to come back in and try to pick up some kills. Nobody able to go down just yet. Zai is in position. Goes for the Lava Surge and will be able to portal key on out of there. No problem. So tdM picking up a lot of momentum after that team fight.
Yeah, insane team fights. Wow, I don't know what was better. Zai sticking around, you know, with, you know, a sliver of health, and canceling that huge Tempest ultimate, or the Tempest ultimate itself, was amazing. So, yeah, this game is... wow, I'm really happy I watched this game, because this isn't one of those, you know, farm fest. This is, you know, just non-stop. Yeah, so, wow. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. This game's crazy.
Yeah, this game is indeed crazy. Very much so. It reminds me of some of the games, like Gold Division and the Han Tour. I love the games because they are so high skill, but they can be very, very passive. Whereas, excuse me, I think I said Gold. I meant Diamond Division. And Gold Division games, though, still very high skill players, but they are not afraid to just go balls to the wall with aggression. And that's what you see in those games quite a bit. So I'm excited to be casting Gold a little bit later today. QSQ777 taking on Seeking Perfection, your number 3 team, I think, from last Gold. But should be fun later on today. In this game, I mean, tdM still looking great, but Warbeast and Soul Reaper, they're certainly farming well. But Silhouette finishes up her Nullstone here at 19 minutes in with another 1,800 gold banked up. As Zai's going in deep onto Probusk, way deep in this bottom lane. Has to back off, though.
Yeah, it's hard for them to really take him out besides having that fade for the stun, because, you know, like the Tempest stun, he can just kind of Lava Surge away, Steam Bath, and yeah, he's definitely can stay up here as long as Fade is here. But Fade is coming, and ooh, Zai's very low.
Oh, yeah, Zai might be in some trouble. Burning Shadows goes out. Magnus is going to be taking a fall here. Yeah, down he goes. So, Zai a little bit too aggressive, perhaps?
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes I think Zai's the kind of player. I think sometimes he just gets kind of bored, and he just kind of feels like he wants something to happen. So yeah, definitely over aggressive. Not something he would do in like a match, but mass TP's not mass, but TP's coming on the top lane. They wanted to defend this tower. Will Minus be able to get it?
Oh,
yes,
nice job there from Minus. Combo onto Fade. Swintermelons drops once again. 7 deaths for him. Tempest has to use the Glacial Blast on to Keeper of the Forest, but the hasted Pebbles wants to go in. No. Looks like, indeed, Tempest will be able to escape. Probusk doing very well for his, well, artificial team, his foster team right now. Ringing for Keizu. I believe that Keizu is traveling right now. That is why he's not with the team.
Yeah, I think Probusk is actually a really good player. Probably underrated, but yeah, playing against him with him in like the in-house league and just watching him play, I think he's a fantastic player. And yeah, doing well. Got 300 gold per minute, not bad for the Suicide Tempest against Silhouette. Around 78 creep kills. It's respectable, but excellent job by Limp setting up that kill and them getting the tower kill top lane. Yeah, I think Limp is another. I wrote this in my article I posted the other day, but I think Limp is a really underrated player on tdM. He's their initiator player, and I think it's probably the highest skill, role you can play. It requires, good timing, map awareness, and everything. So, yeah, really good job by him.
Yeah, I read that article. That was over at, was that Honcast or Hontour? It was, what was it called?
Honcast.
Like the top 3? Like looking at the top 3 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good article. It's a second or third one that you posted over there recently, so props on the journalism.
Thanks.
Assassin's Shroud has actually been picked up on our level 15 Silhouette, so Noob G sticking with his Ghost Marchers, but not going for a portal key, gonna pick up Assassin's Shroud in its stead. And what do you think about that item?
It's an item I know Noob G is just personally a fan of, but ooh, big push in this bottom lane. Tower's gonna go down. Fade is roaming around. He's gonna find Minuts right here. And will they have enough damage to take him out?
I don't know. Well, there's the Glacial Blast.
The counter word.
Yeah, counter word's down. So Minuts will take the fall. Great job there from SG. And Pebbles is invis as well. Will he walk by a counter word perhaps? They could get initiated on big right here by Pebbles and an invis Silhouette. That could be very bad times. No, there's the Word of Revelation, so Pebbles could be in some trouble. Oh no, that's a Word of Revelation by the other team! Pebbles, he's going to be looking for Tempest here in the back. The tower very low. There's the combo onto a Luna. She's going to drop very fast. No, not quite in time. And Limp is actually in trouble. There's the Elemental Void. Only going to catch Minuts, who's brought back. Eruption can be coming in. No Lava Surge caught in the Elemental Void. There's the 4-man Lava Surge. In the end, Pebbles the only one to drop a Luna, escaping so low. And SG perhaps might get some kills. Burning Shadows. Magma's going to take the fall. And in the front line, Soul Reaper trying to bring down Engineer. A couple more auto attacks, not even going to be needed. Engineer does get away, however, and now they're going to be looking at this base tower, perhaps? No. Choose to fall back, low on cooldowns, low on mana. And another good fight there by SG. They're up by experience once again, and the gold gap just closed even further.
Yeah, it was really well done. I like tdM's idea. They knew Keeper had a buyback, and Limp could set up a really nice initiation, but I think the Barrier Idol and then the Shrunken Head from Warbeast just did so much work there. Probusk had a pretty solid ult that caught Minuts, so he didn't get to really follow up when he ported back in with the Tree Root. Excellent ultimate and Lava Surge from Zai, but it just wasn't quite enough. Fade, thinking about roaming up here, he may find Minuts in the jungle here, who also has a Barrier Idol. I don't know if he had that last fight.
I don't know if he did, as Minuts might get caught out once again. Kongor is being attempted, and the warding positions here from tdM not going to be spotting it out. So Kongor should by all means go down right here, although Pebbles and Keeper of the Forest activate the Energizer. They're going to be going in. Warbeast does get it. Oh no, Soul Reaper is going to be able to get it as a combo goes on to Fade. There's the Glacial Blast, though. The turnaround coming in. Barrier Idol goes out. Limp in some serious trouble, though. He's going to be taking a fall momentarily. Warbeast trying to close the distance. No Chuck just yet. Auto attacks, Burning Shadows finish him off, and he will go down. Nice Lava Surge there. Fade going to be the next one to fall. Swindleman's bites the dust. Silhouette in some trouble. She's going to be able to get away with a nice Lava Surge. Even picks up a kill right there. Zai going to be taking the fall. Silhouette does manage to escape. Buyback on Limp. He's going to be able to find some more people, but not going to be going in just yet. They're waiting for Silhouette to get in position. The Shadow is there. Not going to be using it, though, and it looks like that team fight's over. They were able to get the Kong, and they were able to pick up a kill on Zai and force the buyback on Limp. SG, they might be getting back into this.
Yeah, they killed Kongor so fast. God, the Tempest had the full 6 minions out, and they also get the battle cry, and that's what it's called, from Warbeast. So, yeah, God, they dropped it so quickly. It's absurd how fast. Or just the sheer amount of damage, the auto attack damage your team and yourself as a Warbeast can do. So, yeah, I don't know, just great team fights from SG, and I feel like this game, both teams aren't necessarily trying. They want to win, but it's just, I think they're having just a lot of fun.
I think they are.
Constantly fighting, just, you know, because it's never fun to just sit and farm, you know, unless you're taking it, you know, to the most serious possible level. So, props to them for giving us an entertaining game.
I completely agree with you on that one, as Pebbles might be in some trouble up top. There's the Stalagmites missing, Burning Shadows, Reflection opening. There's the red power throw, and Metamorphosis Warbeast, Z-Freak, and his brother, the Friedman brothers, clean up on Limp in the top lane. So, another big kill right there, and the gold lead now diminished less than 1,000. As in the middle lane, Zai's in some trouble. He takes the Demonic Execution. The Meteor going to be bringing him down as well. He's going to try to get out of there with the Energizer. Last auto attack not going to connect. Was that an uphill miss, or was that on a different hero?
I didn't see. I was watching mine to see if he was going to use his Barrier Idol to save him from that Meteor damage, but yeah, I missed it. I didn't see.
Oh man, it was so close. As Warbeast might be in some trouble. True Grapple goes out. Nice Shrunken Head, though. And Warbeast will be able to escape. Activates the Shrunken Head. TP's on out of there. Root not even going to matter. Good heads-up play there from Z-Freak, managing his cooldowns properly.
Yeah, that was nice. His reaction was almost instantaneous. He knew exactly what to do. So, wasted root there, I'd say. You know, they did make him use his BKB, or Shrunken Head, but...
Oh,
no!
Nice sheep right there on the Pebbles. Not going to be able to get the combo. 4-man Lava Surge, though. Elemental Void only going to be able to catch Keeper of the Forest. Red Emerald Lightning going to be able to stun a little bit there, but, well, nobody's going down just yet. Soul Reaper in the thick of things. Going to be able to bring down the Shadow. Nobody else, though. Another Chuck going to be going back onto Soul Reaper, but he's still not doing anything. As finally in the back there, Zai does get run down by a Luna, and it looks like there's the Metamorphosis. The Assassin's Crown on Silhouette, saving her for now. Warbeast's going to take the keg, but now just saying, hey, Tower, suck it. Tower's going to be falling, and SG with the pick onto Zai. Looks like they might be able to put some pressure onto the racks. Another keg going to connect onto Warbeast. Metamorphosis wears down, and the Stalagmite's going to be able to clean up part of the creep wave, but the defensive tower going to take some serious pressure right here. The Root is still down for another 40 seconds. Zai down for 30, and can SG push this racks right now?
I don't know. The token did go down. I believe Soul Reaper.
Yes.
Yeah, had it. Yeah, I think they're just. Oh, they're just gonna go top and back toward this tower. Okay, yeah, they're not comfortable pushing the base.
I agree with that.
Even with side down, you know, the Tempest ultimate was used, so keep that in mind. They don't have that available for them. But tdM's heading up here. They maybe want to get that. Oh god, they killed it so fast. I stopped watching the tower just to see where tdM was going, and the tower just died. So yeah, free tower for them, and yeah, wow, what a game to watch.
Yeah, it's really impressive. I want to point out something that I wasn't able to in the middle of that last fight, that the Chuck, or just going in right there with Pebbles, the sheepstick timing from Slicks, he's on close to 300 ping, right? 283 ping, and he still got the sheepstick off on Pebbles before the combo came in. That was
Yeah, I don't know.
crazy.
I think he must have had vision of him,
Yeah.
and he knew he was coming, so he like pre-clicked the sheep on him. So like as he went in, he got sheep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was well done, but Limp reacted appropriately, just waited. Then he was able to actually chuck Soul Reaper onto the rest of the team, which had already been hit by a keg stun. Then they got line stun as the sheep stick does get used right there on a tree dog. Was that correct?
Yeah, I think it was a creep.
So a little bit of a cooldown use right there. But it was a great chuck, and that set up a huge four-man lava surge, with tdM still not able to capitalize on the big lava surge. It was a nice Tempest Elemental Void to actually make sure that the melee heroes could not get back in there to do damage, and even caught Minuts out of position so that the tree root wouldn't have been able to be used. It was not available, though, still on cooldown from that top lane.
Yeah, I think that's why SG chose to. They're very confident about that fight. Had the token, no tree root, so yeah, they wisely decided, okay, let's go fight. We got everything, and they're missing a big cooldown. So
Dust going off right there. Swindle backed up just in time, though. Well, probably with about 5 seconds to spare, but backed off appropriately, as now Pause is going to be coming out. Looks like a few SG players in town. Hopefully nothing too serious. Uh-oh. Friedman's DC'd. That's not good. Both of them timing out right there. Let's hope that it's just a quick router issue and that they're not, of course, being targeted by any kind of malicious internet attack or anything along those lines.
yeah, they haven't. I feel like they've fixed their problem. I don't know. I've never been the victim of it. I don't know if it's just my internet or nobody cares about me enough to do it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they've fixed their problem, because it seemed like it was a big problem for them in the past. They had all sorts of issues with getting DDoSed and all sorts of stuff. But it seems like it hasn't happened to anyone in quite some time. So I figure they probably, you'd hope they've, fixed their problem, or whoever it was just gave up because it's not that interesting. And, like you said, it's just maybe the internet, shorted out for, a couple minutes or something.
Yeah, I really do hope that it gets resolved relatively quickly, because we're running on a schedule here. We're about 35 minutes out from doing the Sound Blaster Heroes League thing. We can, of course, have iPal and Druids delay just a tiny bit there to accommodate us, but don't want to delay too long, and I would definitely love to finish up this game, as it's been absolutely engrossing so far. SG up 2,000 gold and 6,000 experience at 30 minutes in. 36 hero kills so far, so keeping it action-packed, as we've got a lot of rich players on both teams.
Yeah, like you said, 36 kills. Usually you're pretty excited about a kill a minute, but we're surpassing that. So, yeah, like you said, it seems like everyone's farming a lot in this game. Limp, was a way up there, but he's kind of fallen off a little. He's only at 290. He was close to 400 at one point. Zai, same. He's at 318. Of course, Noob G's farm is just going up and up. He's got 5, 2, and 3 with 200 creep kills, so good for him. But yeah, this game, I don't know. I honestly think it's pretty even right now. They've got, both heroes have powerful late game, powerful, team fight. They've got, SG has got the farm on Soul Reaper, which will just do so much damage throughout. Yeah, he's at 13% hero damage. That Wizarding Presence just takes a toll on you as the fight goes on. So yeah, pretty even game.
Yeah, the game really has been fantastic so far. You talked about Limp maybe falling behind a little bit. He's died 7 times in this game. Really getting quite aggressive, like you had mentioned earlier. These players are just playing. It's a scrim, so it's not super serious. They're here to hone their skills. They're here to work on their coordination, try out new things, but they of course want to have fun as well. And so, what's fun? Going and killing people on Pebbles is fun. So has overextended a couple times trying to grab some of these kills, but you've got to give it up to SG as well, reacting to that and capitalizing on their mistakes of their opponents, getting them caught out of position, and bringing down Limp 7 times. I mean, you talked about how good of a player Limp is. It's not easy to bring him down 7 times here at 30 minutes into the game.
Yeah, Swindlemelon's had just a horrible start, but I felt like he's had a very positive impact on this game for his team, setting up numerous kills, using that ultimate, scouting out, having the awareness and the game sense to know where people are going to be, where they're farming, and yeah, just nabbing some free kills like Fade does for his team. So well done by him.
Sorry, just taking care of one little housekeeping thing right there as we start to get prepared for the Sound Blaster Heroes League to make a return here. I'm excited about this league. Once again, guys, it's going to be Qualifier 2 coming up here in about half an hour. We're going to be starting with our round 1 match. It's going to be Druids eSports taking on ISO Palette. So Druids, saying they just finished in 8th to 12th place for the Diamond Division, and IPEL, they managed to take top 6 in gold last season. So should be a very good game, and I'm looking forward to that once again. So I hope that you guys do join us for that. Take a look at the SG team a little bit. Of course, Shrunken Head's being finished up on Warbeast and Tempest now. They're going to be able to get some pretty good team fights with the Shrunken Head on Tempest. Still at 10 seconds, is that correct? Yes, it is. So just finishing that up. We'll see if he's able to get some full duration ultimates with that. And then the Demonic Breastplate right there from Warbeast. That's going to enable his team to do some more damage. Sheepstick finished up on Soul Reaper. Going to be able to lock some people down and hopefully set up a little bit better positioning again. And overall, I mean, SG's items just seem to be working out for them. Even the Portal Key on Fade. We talked about how much Swindle was struggling at the beginning of this game, but after his 8 deaths, he's gotten enough for that Portal Key. And going to be able to set up some great initiations for his team with that.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. It'll be interesting to see how the interaction between Keeper of the Forest and Tempest goes this game. Whether Keeper will just be sitting in the back waiting, or he's just going to blow it anyway, or the ultimate. But yeah, they still haven't reconnected yet here. We may be doing some .R Legion, maybe just go new, and yeah. I don't know. I think. I don't know who's going to win. It's going to come down to a lot of initiation. Both teams definitely have the items and the capability to do so.
Yeah, Silhouette, I mean, picking up that Slayer, she's going to be putting out a preposterous amount of damage when she finishes up her Doombringer. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be a Savage Mace. Most likely, could be a Doombringer.
Could be. You never know.
Could be.
Noobg's crazy.
You know who else is crazy? Testy. Do you remember that game? Were we casting that game?
Oh, yeah. Where he just, the Doombringer.
On Tremble, yeah. Bought a Doombringer. That was actually in Sound Blaster Heroes League. That was in Qualifier 1. Bought a Doombringer on Tremble. His team was behind, not super far behind, like 10,000 golden experience at like 40 minutes in. And bought a Doombringer and died within, 45 seconds?
Yeah,
Lost it, and they conceded immediately.
I remember that. That was insane.
Yeah, so more Sound Blaster Hero action right there. It should be good. Of course, the winner of the Sound Blaster Heroes League Qualifier number 2 will be joining Complexity and One Trick Pony. Those are the 2 teams that have qualified thus far. I believe it was One Trick Pony at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. One Trick Pony won qualifier at number 1, and then we're announcing another team today. So be sure to look out for that one. It'll be getting released a little bit later on. They'll be joining those teams in the the playoff bracket last week of February, first week of March. Going to be having a 16-man tournament for $40,000 in cash and prizes. And of course, I am looking forward to that one very, very much so. But I mean, right now it appears that Swindle and Z-Freak are having some trouble once more. Getting reconnected, and I'm really, really hoping that this isn't the start of some more DDoS or anything like that. I know they've gone through great steps to try to prevent that, and it would be really unfortunate if we're not able to close out this game. Already saw tdM talking about, you see our Legion right there, of course, commands from the new in-house league, which, Riser, how's in-house been treating you?
Oh, it's great. I mean, the in-house league has been so much fun, Some of the players weren't terribly keen on the beginning because they thought, well, the requirements to get in the league might be a little low for their standards, and even mine, I can't really lie. I'm not going to blame it all on them. But, it's been loads of fun. Just high-quality games without having to deal with, especially, a lot of people complain about all pick and TMM. All the games so far I've played have been played as banning draft. So that's a plus. High quality games with all the people I like to play with, and it's been fantastic. So I know you're kind of a part of that. Are you an admin, or I'm not really sure
Yeah, I'm
exactly.
an admin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we've been working hard. And have you heard about the new prizes that we're going to be doing?
Um, I know isn't it like a cash plus a gold coins thing, and then there's some kind of big showdown with the top
Yeah,
two
there you go.
players, right?
Showdown, that's the key word. So,
Man.
guys, if you haven't heard about this yet, we're going to be doing an official announcement about it sometime this week. I know Bartlett's working on that. But the way that it's going to work is at the end of every 2 week cycle, we're going to take the top 10 players. Numbers 1 and 2 will be able to draft a 5-man team each from the 10 players, just like how you would draft normally in the challenge system. Player 1 picks, then player 2 picks twice, then player 1 picks twice, etc., until you have a 5-man team. Then those teams are going to play a best of 3 series. The winner of the best of 3, their team's going to be taking home $250 in cash and I believe 2,000 gold coins. The loser takes home 1,000 gold coins. All 10 of those players get an exclusive in-game symbol that's going to be used only for the top 10 players in the in-house leagues. And then numbers 11 through 15, they're going to be taking home some gold coins as well. So that's going to be every 2 weeks. And I mean, how does that sound to you, Raz? Are you excited to maybe play in one of
I
those?
like that icon. That's a really cool twist. You know, it's not gonna cost anyone an absorbent amount of money, but it's something kind of cool to have, prestigious. So yeah, it sounds really good. It's very fun. Quality games, and with a little more incentive, like some money and coins, and of course, the icon. It can be even better. So yeah, it sounds really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about that, of course. We're still very, very new. It's only about 2 weeks old right now, but working to make it better and continue to be fun for everyone involved. As you saw, even Breaky casting it a little bit earlier on Honcast. But as the server unpauses, that means that 10 minutes of the first pause has elapsed. And they're talking about perhaps maybe just being done and going new. A little bit unfortunate here that Swindle and Seafreak are having some internet issues, but this is not a tournament game, so we're not going to be waiting a full hour for this. We're not going to be trying to do a reschedule or anything. These teams are just going to move on, play some other games, whether that's scrims, whether that's in-houses. Well, time will tell, but hopefully in the next couple of minutes we can get a reconnect and a conclusion to this game because it's been a really good one so far.
Yeah, did you see Zive before the pause? As the pause was starting, he lava surged. Have you looked at that? It looks kind
I
of cool.
did. He called it his lava penis.
Yeah, it only has one testicle, but it's a big one. So
Yeah, it's pretty solid, decent lava penis,
decent lava penis. Yeah.
So we'll see what's going on there. And what else is on the horizon? So you guys are going to be playing against Stay Green in the winners bracket finals for Han Tour next weekend, right?
Yep.
Man, so that matchup has been historically pretty damn good, as we do have a vote to concede going up here, and it's a little bit unfortunate once again that some internet issues have caused this game to not be played out. But looks like they are going to be going IHL, and guys, we're about 15 minutes away from, in fact, going into Sound Blaster Heroes League, so we're probably just going to leave the stream on and get that set up. Riser, you're going to be joining me for that, is that correct?
Sure.
All right. Well, guys, that's the plan for the rest of the day. Then we're going to be going into Sound Blaster Heroes League, Druids versus IPEL. That's going to be a best of 1 series. We did get it changed so that the finals are going to be best of 3 now instead of best of 1, but everything up until then, the first 4 rounds, are going to be best of 1. And so we're going to go ahead and get that set up, guys. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with that. Then immediately after that game, I'm going to be going into QSQ 777. They're going to be playing against Seeking Perfection. So QSQ 777, I mean, they spent the first 2 seasons in Diamond. Unfortunately, we're not able to stay in Diamond, move down to Gold this season, and now they're going to be playing against one of the top Gold teams, Seeking Perfection. That's going to go on a little bit later on today in about an hour and a half. So, of course, be casting that. See if I can round up a co-caster, perhaps, for that Han Tour match. And I'm looking forward to it. So, Riser, any shout-outs before we go to a quick break?
Shout out to ST and tdM for providing us an entertaining game to watch while it lasted. Unfortunately, some internet issues. But yeah, that was probably one of the most fun scrims I've ever watched. And shout out to everyone on my team, and I think that's it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back in about 15 minutes right now is what we're looking at for Druids versus IPEL in the Sound Blaster Heroes League. And I'm trying to confirm right now if we're going to be doing a giveaway for a headset or a sound card during that. Of course, last time did give away 6 headsets and sound cards during the course of the first qualifier, and I believe that we're going to be doing some more this week. So, of course, if you want your opportunity to check that out, then make sure to stick right here. I've got to give a shout out real quick to both these teams, tdM and SG, for being here and making the scrim happen. It's unfortunate that it didn't finish up, but always happy to cast these scrims for you guys. Everyone for watching, big shout outs to you guys, and of course to Complexity Gaming for allowing coLcast to happen. Without their support, I would not be here, and without your support, I would not be here. So thank you very much to both of you. You can check out Complexity Gaming at complexitygaming.com. Facebook.com/Complexity Gaming, and Twitter at Complexity Live. Haunter is on the front page of Complexity Gaming right now with my coLHaun weekly breakdown and coverage of coLHaun's progress in Cycle 3. So make sure to check that out. And check out Riser's article. Is that over at Hauncast or was it Hauntour?
Hauncast.com.
Hauncast.com. So Riser's article is over there. And guys, one big shout out to the Complexity sponsors, QPad, PNY, Sound Blaster, Origin, G8 brand, Twitch, and I just... what did I do? QPad, PNY, Origin, Sound Blaster Creative, Twitch, and G8 brand. Okay, I did say them all. I just weirded myself out. But shout out to them, guys. So make sure to show some love over there. We'll be back in about 10, 12, 15 minutes, something like that, with Druids versus IPEL. We'll catch you guys there. coLcast. We'll be right back.